Yeah, Lockie won it.
I know.
Okay.
Dude, I asked him mid-race, I was like, dude, it looks like you have good legs today. He's like, nah, not really.
I wasn't lying to you.
It's my first time racing this distance, first time racing in Emporia, so it's really kind of an open-ended story right now. If I stay present in the moment and set small goals throughout the race, that by the end I will hopefully be successful and be in position to execute something. Something I'm really focusing on this year is holding the results loosely and the process tightly. That's kind of my motto for the year, and I think that extends to racing as well. Like, no one knows what's going to happen out there. You know, obviously there's placement I'd like to have in the race, but at the end of the day, like, the result is up to so many factors outside of my control. And I mean, for every rider, that's how it is at this race. So rather than setting an expectation on a placement, I like to really just make sure my process is as dialed as possible. And that includes like executing race tactics, being in position at certain points, you know, coming through the aids in certain groups. Like, those are more my goals. And then by the end, we'll see how that shakes out.
I think I've learned a lot about what things are important to think about and spend time focusing on, like the training and the rest and, you know, some of those marginal gains things like bike equipment and nutrition, of course, is super important. But I feel like the bigger learning, or what I'd tell myself, is more just some of the mental stuff, honestly, and like how to not to sweat some of the small stuff, honestly, and just kind of enjoy it more. This race especially, I feel like you can go just down a gazillion rabbit holes of, did I think of this or that? Like, it's kind of endless. So at a certain point, you just need to trust the prep you've done, you know, the bottles are ready, the nutrition's ready, the bike's ready, and just kind of put the legs up and be done with it. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to just start riding my bike. That's why we do this, and all the prep kind of washes away, and you can just honestly do the fun part, which is the racing.
I love racing in big competitive fields. I think that's where I thrive. That's where I want to be. So I'm stoked. I think the more the merrier that way. It brings a lot of legitimacy to what we're doing here on this side of the pond, and so I think that's really cool. I just kind of know that I can only do the best that I can do. So I try not to focus on who's here. Just know that I can race well, and if I can race well against guys who've won it in the past, I can race well against probably anybody. So. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have found that when I'm happy with my results lately, especially, it's because I've had a clean run. I very rarely am so, have such bad legs that I'm unable to get a good result. So definitely running reliable equipment, stuff that I can, not worry about flatting, not worry about crashing as much, has been a huge priority for me. And just kind of letting the legs dictate the race for me. But for sure, I'm a racer and I want a result, so I want to get top 10. So that's kind of what I'll look for a successful race.
It was all for nothing.
On camera. Don't forget the pedal.
The local speed time. Then the last substantial climb of the day is really at mile 175, which is Lake Capola. We are excited to be going back over the Capola Dam.
There's no other cyclists here. It's
I'm
still
impressed.
dark.
I am never the first one.
Okay.
At the
Any
start
reason
line.
why you wanted to be the first? Or did you not even
I was
know?
awake and I was ready and might as well get here early. And learning from Mid-South. This year at Mid-South, I showed up an hour early. Everyone's on trainers. There's like already 100 people at the start line. So just kind of learning from that, but looks like people aren't really doing that today.
Legs feel good, a little nerves.
Not
little,
cold?
Like, what'd you say?
Not cold?
No, it's nice this morning. Yeah,
Nice.
it's way colder last year, I feel like.
Yeah. What's up, Alex? Good luck today.
Thanks, man.
Smash it.
Out of the corral area. If we can have some of our media, please make their way out of the corral area. We want to make sure we prioritize the athletes here. We get them into their respective spots, and they've got plenty of room to get set up and think about the day ahead.
Have fun out there.
Brandon Johnson, we are looking for you on the start line.
Matej.
Our next call-up currently sitting third in our series. Please welcome from South Africa, Matt. Our next five finishers from last year's edition here in Emporia. Fifth place last year, please welcome Mr. Ian Boswell.
Hi. You missed Freddy's last night.
Mr. Greg Van Avermaet.
Sleep up? But you email sleep up? Yeah.
And our final call-up, he's won the San Remo, he's won stages in all three Grand Tours. More importantly, Emporia, he is the reigning UCI Battle World Champion. Join me in welcoming Mr. Matej Mohoric.
Well, I think this race is about surviving, so that's the plan.
Good plan.
60 seconds, media! Need you out in 60 seconds, media! When I say out, I will push you out. So much.
At this time,
Oh, I know.
media to please exit. Please say 60
As
always.
Let's go! Let's start on time! We got people ahead of
We are now 5 minutes away from start, so ladies and gentlemen, really come in and you remove your hats as we start our day with the national.
Go, Lance. Go get it, Leah. Good luck today.
With over 12,000 feet of climbing. This is another stacked field. So we talked about the men's field. Also the women, very competitive this year.
Call up down there in the grid, ready to go here for this elite women's
Steers after?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Let's do it. Hey, good luck today.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. The bike's so much cleaner.
Yes, that's true.
Underway.
But I still feel like because I was like,
Help me welcome Haley Smith to the line.
okay. Hey, friends. Hey, buddy. This rider currently sits third in the Lifetime Grand Prix. Please give it up and welcome Hannah Otto to the line.
Next up is last year's fourth place finisher on the streets of Emporia. This is Danny Shrewsbury.
Yeah, girl. Next up, one of your fan favorites and third place in last year's Unbound. Please welcome Sarah Stern.
Sarah! Go get it, Sarah!
We're now gonna slowly lower the ribbon.
Well,
Allow
I mean,
the rest
I
of
thought we
our
had like 2
field
minutes. Well, I get them out.
60 seconds will be good.
Very deep and talented field of riders, just like the men's race. A lot of riders that keep getting called up. And I can assure you, we're going to be talking a lot about here throughout the day. There's always a surprise.
The lead vehicle. Again, please do not pass the lead vehicle in this.
We would now ask all media to please exit the chute. All media.
Okay, let's go, Eno. On Jonas. Litter. Go, Alex. Come on, Matt. Come on, Eno! They're hauling. They're going way too fast. Let's go, John. Orange, John, orange. Fast. Come on. You're about 4 minutes down on the lead. 4 minutes. Jasper! All right, man.
You don't need anything mechanical.
Where's my sheet?
The 150, that was full already. Shall I keep that in? Do you need any water?
Do you need air?
Maybe, yeah. What do you think? It's okay? It's okay.
You're good, Connor. You're good.
All right, thanks, guys. Woo! Good work, Red.
Glad you have a good eye.
How's that going? Sorry. Okay. It's fun.
Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, how are you
Good.
feeling?
A little stiff, but...
A little hard warm up, huh?
All right, let's go, Eno. You got this. Let's go, Jonas.
Come on, Keegan. Go, Brendan. Go. Come on, Cobra. Go, Lockie. Come on, Lance.
Come on, Zach, let's go, bud.
Let's go, Freddie. Close it.
Go.
All right, Lauren, you got this. Stay on it. Come on, Paige, let's go.
15 seconds.
Come on, Sarah. Whitney, you can catch him on Little Egypt. Let's go. Come on, Danny. Let's go, Sophia. Bridge up.
Wow. Vinci, Keegan, Tobin.
Zach.
Come on, Triggy.
Go, Toby, go. Over to you.
Đây.
Maybe a couple salty things if you don't mind.
Yeah. Salty chips.
Just a cup.
So Lance, go.
All right.
Get it in.
All right, buddy, get it.
Oh, shit, he dropped it.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
that. All right, bye, Lance. Get on, Tricky.
Go, Tricky.
Hey, you're good. Come on, dude.
Okay, hold that right there. We're going to go around the stem this way. Hold your foot around the stem. Good job. That was good. Hey.
Okay, I need my gels.
Gels, wait. Hey,
All right.
you're doing great. Go.
Okay.
Stay strong.
Come on. Give me a push.
Rear wheel, Chris.
Rear.
And I need my CO2s.
Somebody grab his wheel.
Back.
Looking good, John. Looking good.
Rear. Here, just hold the bike up. Hold the bike up.
Full pocket limit.
All right, after I put this on it, you just spin the wheel, the cranks.
Used ones? Yeah. I messed it down too. Just one used one, is that good? Two used ones, I got them. Yeah. What do you want? Yep.
But that man is Red Bull too this time. I did.
You're doing great, John. Only 3 elites have passed so far.
What?
Past you.
Oh, past me.
Since you got here.
Yeah. Go, John. Go.
Not 3 in the world.
Go.
Go, John.
I was actually feeling really good and enjoyed the part when I stayed with the leaders. But after 5 hours or so, actually on a nice section of gravel, I was in the middle of the group and I hit the shot right, and I caught the sidewalk before starting the bike and smashed the rim as well. It was quite quick with putting the tube in and the patch, but then because the rim was cracked, it re-punctured my tube, and my race was pretty much done by then.
Was it your front or rear wheels?
Rear wheel.
And it was just a rock that hit it?
Yeah, just a rock. But there were so many, it was just a question of when, not if.
Right.
Yeah.
And no liner? Or?
No, we didn't use liners.
Okay.
No, it's also bad image.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Also from like, ale štuc za performance plaćamo. Ne se ne moš li Igor?
Ne,
Mi ne gremo kamo.
Se presika.
Mi smo presekali,
Sa 110 minutno dugo.
Mi smo 20 km sekali.
I have chain lube.
I could use chain lube.
I'm on it. Here,
Come
on. Oh, can you give that to him? Here.
Wow, I got a lot of people
You
here.
got this, Cody.
Thanks,
Do you need
guys.
anything else?
I don't know.
You're doing great, Cody. Do you need any other mechanical stuff? Not about your leg, though. This is going everywhere. Nice Ellen, you're doing
Nice
good.
You're being world champion right now, Cody.
Hey, you're slaying. Do you need any? Yeah,
Who?
Mohoric's down there.
Oh, Mohoric.
He's right behind you.
Right behind
Yeah, you better.
In fact, the whole squad is.
Yeah. Push.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy, get it.
Ready?
All right, boys, you got a good gap. Good gap.
2 minuti, Gia, 2 minuti.
Let's go, guys. Come on, close that gap.
Champion at the Lifetime Unbound Gravel 2024. Lachlan Morton coming up along the fence. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Lachlan Morton!
Yeah, Lockie!
What a phenomenal thing!
Yeah, Lockie!
And effectively conceding the biggest win here of the day. What a great ride by those riders.
Unbelievable! Lachlan Morton of EF Education nabbed that win in the final very strong sprint, taking it home, the big W. Now this is exciting bike racing. This is Lifetime Unbound Gravel.
Haven't won a sprint in a minute.
Well, stick around, folks. We are still having a great battle for our bronze medal out there. A big group competing for that honors of getting on the final step here at the 2024 Lifetime Unbound Gravel event. We've got a big so that means they are not far out right now. The chase group is now the chase group has now entered the final mile of the race. So it's going to be anybody's guess who is going to take a big sprint amongst about 6 riders, I believe.
I see the names Tobias Konstak.
Guys, I need you around the other side now, please.
Copenhagen.
Right here, they're going to be hitting that line in just a moment. I want to hear lots of noise and for as they come across the line. We're going to have to go to the finish camera here to figure that one out. Tobias Konstak, unofficially our third place finisher. So Konstak driving that chase all day long. He's going to walk away with a well-earned third place. Peter Havoc in fourth and Matej DeMarschi in fifth. So your top 5 second. And Tobias Konstak, your third place finisher here today.
Yeah, Dylan! Dylan, what's going through your mind right now?
Dude, I am so happy.
So happy?
Unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Why?
To finish right here, like, I mean, I know there were 2 riders up the road, but basically with the front group, that's like way beyond expectation.
Congrats, I'm stoked for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Lockie won it.
I know.
Okay.
Dude, I asked him mid-race, I was like, dude, it looks like you have good legs today. He's like, yeah, not really.
I wasn't lying to her. That's the same. That just never get worse.
How are your legs feeling?
Good. Good. I mean, at the end, I was destroyed, but that's a bike race, you know? You should be destroyed at the end.
By far the best I ever have after Unbound.
Yeah?
It was a weird race. It was, just so negative. And these guys took advantage. I'm so happy for them. Both of them really, really good guys. Yes! Yeah, you know, Chad is just an absolute freight train, and Lachlan always races without fear. And he was so close last year. And just such a good guy, you know, such a role model for our sport. And if I had to pick someone other than me to win, he'd be right at the top of the list. More than enough to announce your arrival. You'll be here a while, man. I know you don't want to hear that right now, but they need it.
I think it was just, I think it's obviously the biggest group it's ever been, you know.
Yeah.
So the dynamics were quite different. There wasn't a lot of rolling through, and maybe did a little bit too much work, you know.
You did?
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I mean, all these riders are, you know, they're getting better and better, and we're getting the best guys in the world here. So yeah, we just take what we can.
Yeah.
So everyone has their challenges out there, you know. It's not just me. So.
What was your biggest challenge?
Just some stomach gut issues. Maybe the heat, eating a little bit too much or something. But yeah, it's just part of the game. Not that great. 2 flats really early.
Did you have to just plug it?
Yeah, I plugged 2 times. Yeah, but you lose a lot of time, and I missed, you know, the other guys were spinning in the peloton, and I was behind the peloton. I did first feeding, I came back.
Yeah.
And then I got another flat, and then I was again 1 minute behind, so that killed really my race. I never recovered from that, and I just hang in that first group. But it hurted so much just to follow.
Yeah.
So
Was it
yeah.
the heat or the terrain or the distance?
It's just more the effort that I did too early, you know. If you have to do an effort too early when the other guys are spinning in a group,
right,
you know, you're gonna get short at the finish line. So I made my best, and I'm quite happy that I still finished top 10, because I didn't think that I could finish still the race at that moment.
Do you have an opinion on American gravel now that it's over?
Fuck, 327 Ks is long. It's the last 2 hours was really I was counting down every kilometer to get to this line, and I'm super happy I'm here.
Second wheel, little agent, and hit a rock, and then
did you flat?
3 times.
Did you just plugged it really quick?
Plugged it 3 times, and then got back 3 times, and then changed the wheel. But I had to ride the rim basically for like 70 kilometers.
So you rode a rim did it have inserts in it? Okay. Wow. So you burn matches and still able to do well. That's impressive.
It's devastating. Is what it is.
Why no power meter today?
What was I going to do with that?
Hey dude, I'm so stoked for you.
Thank you.
How did this win sort of stack up in your career?
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, like I said, I thought this was going to be on me now, to be honest. So yeah, like
it's like a lot of work to get to a level 2 in this race. Especially like, doing the ultra stuff, like coming back from Divide, I then, it's pretty tough to like come back, and it took me like this whole period of time to get back to like this kind of level. And sometimes you wonder if you ever can, and then when there's such a field like this, you always doubt if you have that ability. But I just wanted to race hard and see where I came out. So that's what I did. That was my strategy, and yeah, it worked out.
I feel like the form has been there, just didn't have all the luck come together. And kind of going into this race, one of my goals was just to have a clean race. I think it's a pretty ambitious goal for Unbound because it's notorious for anything can happen really. And so I accomplished that, which is huge. No mechanicals, super smooth in the feed zone. Our staff was dialed. Bike was awesome. So yeah, pretty stoked on just have a clean run at it. I kind of played the race pretty patient. I didn't really do much until Kahlua Lake. There was a group up ahead, and I was kind of in the third chase group there. But whacked it pretty hard. Me, Pace, and Keegan got away, and we were rolling pretty good, and eventually made it back to the second chase group. So we were essentially racing for third. And then it was just so much cat and mouse at the end, and just missed one of the moves that was for the podium. So it's kind of a hectic finale. Definitely got the roadies got the better of me. So yeah, is what it is though. I'm proud of how I rode today, proud of the effort, and yeah, definitely something to build on.
Emporia, this is a 9-up sprint. 9-up sprint. Who will take it to the finish line? It looks like Rosenhauser takes this win.
Oh my God!
He's on well with an incredible comeback in a podium finish in today's Unbound Gravel Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, gravel fans, this was a stunning finish. This is your top 3 of your lifetime Grand Prix Unbound 200.
I can't think of a better way to wrap up our limited riders, a big field strength coming down the home straight. Like we said, it was anybody's bet. So many riders we didn't know much about in that group, but I'll tell you what, a very deserving winner here today.
I had to chase back the front group by myself.
She fell off,
For
she
2
had
minutes,
some
and I can't believe I
trouble,
chased him back.
and then
I made
bringing it home for a sprint finish win, edging out officially in second place, and Paige Onweller getting the ride that she hoped for last year at Unbound with the last podium spot in third place. What an incredible race. Congratulations to all of these elite women. They all deserve a big round of applause. Emporia, let's give it up for these women. Exactly, let's hear you.
Yes!
Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I honestly thought my race was over. I had like a flat tire, but I had an insert, so I was going 30k on the insert. But it was so dangerous at one point that I had to stop. And then Envy did a fantastic job. They switched my wheel.
Well, we are going to head over to the podium in just a moment to get a word with our top 3 riders of the day.
Well, I'm actually the same as Rosa. I would love to go to a sea otter, but I need to talk with the sponsor, with Specialized first, and with the team at V-Works. because I would love to come back for that. But actually, I stay now in America. I do the Oregon Trail, so that's the 5-day stage race, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. It's going to be another American experience, and just have some time between now to relax and enjoy America.
Oh my God, it feels like first for me. I mean, I've raced this twice before, and I've had equipment problems each time.
I remember your shifter.
Yeah, I had one speed last year, and then the year before I was in a crash and my wheel cracked. So to get through this one unscathed, that literally was my only goal. I didn't even care how it ended up. And so to end up 5th is just, I mean, a dream come true. For me, it's like a win. I mean, and to be in a sprint, to be in a sprint and not get last. Because my sprint is basically the same as my Ironman pace. So.
Okay. Did you feel like you needed to make a jump, or were you just hanging on, or were you able to come around people?
I kept thinking in the final 10 miles, I need to make a move or something. There's a few of us that this is not good for. There were 4 of us that should not be in a sprint. And I kept waiting for someone to go, and I'm like, I should go, but we had a headwind, so no one's gonna get away. And I knew at the final hill by the university, it was going to be key. So I got towards the front. I was second wheel behind Paige up that hill to start, because I'm like, you have to get over this with them.
It's a good wheel to follow too.
Oh yeah, she was crushing it all day.
Yeah.
So made it over the hill, and I'm like, then everyone just started doing this sprint games. And I was like, I don't even know what to do right now.
Spoken like a true triathlete.
One more round of applause. Your lifetime Grand Prix presented by Mazda Top 5.
Make some noise for your lifetime Grand Prix podium.
I just landed in San Diego about a couple hours ago. It feels weird to already be back so quick after the race. I had a direct flight from Kansas City back here. The race is over, and I'm still processing what just happened. It is the biggest race in the world in terms of gravel. There's nothing bigger. I think it proved that American gravel racing is the biggest and the best. You take the world champion, you take the Paris-Roubaix winner, you put them in conditions where they're just not going to dominate anymore, where they might have a few years ago. So it is something that has changed and evolved. It's going through a lot of different changes, and I've seen Unbound do that. I mean, there were times when the local high school will send their cheerleading team to perform at the start line. We don't have that kind of thing anymore. It is all business. It's all business. It's walkie-talkies, it's helicopters, it's radios. And is that the spirit of gravel? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it is. To the pros that come here, they're here to do business, and that they did. But it also proved that the Americans, and Lockie's not American, but of course we'll claim him for sure, that he is doing something that he's been trying to do for years, and he finally did. So congrats to that. I am so over the moon about the race. I mean, I've never seen a huge group of 40 people go up Little Egypt like that before. It was basically almost like a road race out there, and people have bad luck. That still is always going to be a thing. And this is a game of skills, strength, and luck. And you have to have all three in order to do well. So it is something that I'm going to be talking about for a long time. So I hope you liked the race. I hope you liked the video. If it's your first time watching, I would love it if you could subscribe, as the channel is growing so much. So I do really appreciate it. And I appreciate all the people that came up and said hello in person. It's rare to see that these days. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you want to see more, stay tuned. Hopefully we have some good things coming. So until next time, this is Brian saying stay velo-worthy.